Hi everyone, it's Leslie. Welcome back to my cross stitch channel. Well, I'm a bit ashamed to admit, but it's almost gone, like half a year is almost gone, and I haven't had a single finished project. And that worries me a little bit because I'm used to having a lot of finished project during the year. And that is because I've started a lot of new cross stitch projects. I have a lot of whips, but I have a lot of new cross stitch kits that I want to start, but I'm thinking of restraining myself from doing that. I want to finish a couple of them and before I start something new. And these 3 kits are not that big. They're the smallest ones out of all of my whips, and I was thinking I want to get them done as fast as possible. So for the past 1.5 weeks, I've been working on these 3 whips, and I'm hopefully I can get them maybe finished in about maybe next month or somewhere in the summer. And I will be showing you what my progress on these 3 works in progress, these 3 projects. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you a place in Stockholm that's in the center of Stockholm. It's literally called the King's Garden, and now it has a lot of cherry trees, and it's in full bloom right now, and there's a beautiful fountain, and everybody who lives in Stockholm and everybody and all the tourists are going there to take beautiful pictures. So I'm going to be showing you what it looks like. It's very, very beautiful, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get to it. The first whip that I want to show you, this is by Design Works, and I know many of you have seen this before. I've been cross-stitching it for quite a while, even though it's not such a big project, but it's very fun. I like it, very colorful. I like the fabric very much. It's not as soft as Zweigart fabric, but it's not very hard either, like in some of the dimensions, all the kits. It's something in the middle, something in between hard and soft, and the crosses are very, very, very neat, very even. So I like this fabric very much, even maybe a bit more than Zweigart fabric. But before I show you what I've cross-stitched, I want to show you a picture of what this project looked like the last time I showed it to you. So here's the picture. And this is what I've achieved. I've managed to cross-stitch all of the head of the smaller giraffe. It's all finished, and you might wonder why you saying it why you saying that this is finished, because there's like a gap here. Well, the smaller giraffe here is finished. The gap here is the nose of this bigger giraffe that is going to be here. But this giraffe, the smaller one, is completely finished, and I've even done some back stitching. The back stitching is not very much. It's just a little bit of back stitching here, and the same back stitching on the face of the other giraffe. So it's not that much, but it's it was very fun to cross stitch this one. I've only have like the bigger giraffe left. Here's the giraffe's neck, and the face is going to be here. So this part here is the only thing that is left, and then I'm done with this project. This part here was like a bit different to cross stitch because the colors here, they're more, I don't know how to say it. Here I cross stitched it, like I had like patches of colors, whereas here you have colors are blended. So I think that to cross stitch the neck was much more interesting for me than the head, because I like you take one place, you cross stitch with pink here and then with blue here, whereas here it's a bit, I don't know, it's not the same. It's the colors are just blended, or I don't know how to explain it, but it was still fun to do. But I like to do the neck. I think it's more interesting to do parts than mixture like this. Moving on. This is a kit by Heritage Crafts, Karen Carter collection, and this is called Country Village. I call it English Village, and this is Zweigart. Also very nice, very good quality fabric, 14 count, and here I only cross stitch. You only have to cross stitch with full crosses. There's no half a cross, and there's only one blend of colors, which is on this field here in the green. And there is a lot of back stitching. But before I show you what I've achieved, I'll show you a picture of what this project looked like the last time I showed it to you. So here's the picture. And this is what I've cross-stitched. As you can see here, let me just get it a little bit closer. I am done with all cross-stitching with all the big flowers. And I've cross-stitched this field here. It was a blend of two colors. I've cross-stitched the bee. And I've cross-stitched the path here. This path here. The road or something like that here. So, like, I think about 60% of this project is finished. Let me just pull it a little bit. 60% of the project is finished. So I have to do the bushes here, the houses, the wall, the fields, and the sky. So this part here is what's left. And it's going to be here. So I'm probably going to start cross-stitching the bushes. And then maybe move on to the houses. We'll see. I really like to start from this from right to left. That's how I cross-stitch, from right to left. I usually start in this corner here. From the lower right corner, I go up, and I go like this, up, and like this, up, like this. This is usually people start in the middle, but I don't like to do it. I try to count the margins and the whole picture, so I can start in this corner here. And I was really happy about the margins here. They're very big. I really like that. So it's going to be very helpful if I ever want to frame it. And as I said before in my previous videos, but for you who are new on my channel, the back stitching just on this project I decided to do when I'm finished with all of cross stitching everything. Then I'll do the back stitching, and that's going to be a lot. And you can see that the back stitching really does a lot. It's so much better with the back stitching, but I'll leave it for last. So I want to compare and see how this project looks like without back stitching, and show you what it looks like after I've back stitched it. So it's gonna be fun. Oh yes, and this is cross stitched with DMC floss. So this is really good quality. They have black and white charts, and black and white with symbols charts. So Zweigart and DMC floss, very good quality kits. I think this is made in Great Britain. And the last kit. This is an old kit by Dimensions. This was made in 2002. And, yeah, well, before I show you what I've done, what I've cross-stitched, I'm going to show you a picture of what this looked like last time I showed it to you. So here's the picture. And this is what I've cross-stitched. As you can see, the only thing I could cross-stitch or had time to cross-stitch is the back of the chair. This part here. And it was complicated because I made a lot of mistakes while cross-stitching, so I had to redo it. And that's why it took such a long time. But also the back stitching takes a long time to do. But I'm really pleased, and it looks so nice. I'm pleased with the results. The dimensions are really good. Oh, I see, I missed some back stitching here. I just noticed it now. Let me just show you a little bit closer. I missed the back stitching on this part here. I have to do it. But as I said, I love it. It's beautiful. So what do I have to work on? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for that. I have to do the bricks here. Done a little bit here, but I have to do it around here and continue making the back stitching on the chair. Because I only do back stitching when I have cross stitched around it, because it's very hard to do it otherwise. So I have to do this bush here, which is going to be on this part. Then all the bricks and the big window with all the beautiful flowers and the ivy. And there's not a lot of back stitching on the window and the flowers, so that is good. But there's a lot of like half a cross stitch going on here and 1 or 2 strands. And the bricks are usually only like half a cross stitch, so hopefully I'm gonna get it done as soon as possible. And as I told you before, this fabric is very hard, very stiff. I tried to wash it with hot water, it didn't help. I usually, because I really hurt my fingers a lot with the needle when it's a hard fabric. I don't know why, because it's so hard for me to get the fabric through. It's very hard for me to get the needle through this type of hard fabric, and I hurt my fingers while doing that. So this is not my. I do like the color. It's like ivory, like cream ivory. It's not white. I do like it. It's very nice, but as I said, the fabric stiffness is not good. Well, that was it for today. Let me just show you what I've cross stitched. Let me just put it front here so you can vote and let me know in the comment section which cross stitch project you like the most. And haven't really decided what I'm going to cross stitching for the next 2 weeks. We'll see. Either I'm going to continue cross stitching this, or I'm going to take out my bigger projects and work on them. Let me know what you think. What should I work on? The bigger projects or the smaller projects? And now I'm going to show you the beautiful cherry blossom garden in the center of Stockholm. So subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
冰的那边了。